but I think it's a very good moment when we're thinking of what can we do to bring in Lama Khouri, because she's going to speak about a campaign. And I'll just introduce Lama and say a huge thanks. I hope you'll be able to stay till the end, Omar and Yasser, but if we lose you, I want to give you enormous thanks for your incredibly moving presentations. So Dr. Lama Khouri is a psychoanalyst, a psychoanalytic supervisor, an activist and writer who is also a founding member of the Palestine Global Mental Health Network. Lama has played a pivotal role in supporting the development of mental health networks worldwide, now numbering, well, at the last count anyway, 20. She has developed an international online campaign in support of children, which she will now speak about. Over to you, Lama. I think you're a co-host, I think, so you can share the screen.
Thank you, Gwen. So thank you very much, Gwen, for the introduction, and good evening, everyone. سلام وحب للجميع يعطيكم ألف عافية. I'm speaking to you from the stolen land of the Lenape people, which has been claimed and renamed as New York. It's an honor to be here, though I must admit it is difficult to hold it together after hearing from such a phenomenal lineup of heroes and heart-shattering realities. So I bring with me today an urgent call from the Palestine Global Mental Health Network. It's a call for action that offers something rare amid the rubble, a sense of agency and a glimmer of hope. This call is not just about Gaza, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem and Lebanon. It is about the children, all children. It's a call to demand that world leaders hold Israel accountable to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. And the convention is a legally binding document that is supposed to protect every child on this planet. The campaign I want to share is called No Child a Target. And I would like to mention by name comrades and colleagues who are part and very important part of this, the team working on the No Child a Target campaign. I will mention them in alphabetical order by first name. They're all very important members. Cairo Arafat, Cheryl Qamar, Christine Schmidt, Liz Berger, and Vivian Abu Alloul. And I want to especially thank Vivian. She's always here. She's going to help me with the presentations. Before diving into the campaign, I want to ground us back. I mean, we've been grounded in the situation in Gaza, but I wanted to, focus this campaign on the realities of children. In Lebanon, since October 4, Israeli violence has murdered an average of 4 children and injured tens every day. And these statistics are not just numbers, they are lives, names, laughter stolen, futures erased. Even those who survived the bombs carry the burden of profound psychological trauma. It cannot be emphasized enough that the Zionist settler colonial entity targets our children to obliterate the future of the Palestinian nation. We saw what starvation does to future generations. And I will repeat it, the Zionist settler colonial entity targets our children to obliterate the future of the Palestinian nation. In Gaza, we heard our children are systematically starved with serious ramifications. And food and medicine is prevented from entering. Doctors report, who have worked in Gaza, report that children are being shot with precision in the head and chest, proof of a clear shoot-to-kill policy. Although we don't know exactly what's the toll of children killed in Gaza, one thing that is tragically clear: more children and women have been killed in Gaza in the last year than in any other modern conflict in modern history. Consider these statistics, which I know you all know, but it's worth repeating. 10 children a day lose a limb. Gaza now has the largest population of child amputees per capita in the world. 19,000 children have been orphaned, their parents and caregiver stolen by bombs. 90, probably 100% of Gaza's children urgently need mental health support. And as we keep our eyes on Gaza, it's very important not to lose sight of the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Palestinian children face escalating violence and systematic displacement. Military action and settler violence had led to a threefold increase in deaths of Palestinian children in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. These children, our children, are the only ones on the planet subjected to prosecution in military court. And you probably heard of a recent law passed by the Knesset, which states that Israeli authorities can sentence children as young as 12 to life term. In fact, just this week, it's not life term, but a boy, Ayham, he was accused of throwing stones. His terrorism is throwing stones, is now in jail. And there are questions that have been collected by the Trauma Center, questions that our children are asking that really no child should be asking. When will I die? Will I hear your voice? When the missile hits the tent, will it hurt? Will we die right away? Will my amputated hand grow back again? And most devastating of all, from a little girl pulled from the rubble of her home. عمو هذا حلم ولا عن جد? Uncle, is this a dream or for real? Parents and families are left powerless to provide for their children basic necessities of life. I am close to a young Bedouin family living on the outskirts of Jerusalem, a mother, a father, and 4 children, all under the age of 4. And often the mother sends me videos and pictures of the kids playing and laughing. And one day she sent me this message on WhatsApp. She says, I had a dream. I dreamt that I urgently needed to send you the phone numbers of relatives here. I felt I needed to give you the numbers in case we are killed so you can take care of the children. But why send the numbers to Lama? She asks herself in the dream, and she answers, because they may all be killed. There are no words left. ماذا الحكي? We have exhausted every plea, every adjective, every fragment of our humanity to describe the indescribable. But we must act, and here comes the No Child a Target. And now I'm gonna share my screen. So where is my screen? Here's my screen. Second, here. So, okay. Let me go. So, this is the No Child a Target, which is started by the Palestine Global Mental Health Network. But we are members of, let me see if I can pull this up so you can see it. So we are 20 countries. We come from 20 countries. And the 20 countries, as you see, like Palestine Global is in the middle, and the 20 countries independent networks, but are often take guidance from Palestine Global. So this is the international petition. If you scan the QR code, you'll go to this page. It looks like that. And the petition basically says, calling on world leaders to hold Israel accountable, and describes what I just said to you. So if you can take a second, scan the QR code, and please put sign this petition, put the information in, sign the petition. Vivian will place a link in the chat to make it simpler. So I'll wait for a second, and then I'll go to the next action. Okay. So the next action, if you live in the United States or have a US address, you can write to elected officials here in the US with the same message, hold Israel accountable. Our hope is, the more we inundate the Congress and the Senate something will shift. Of course, it's a long journey, but we're well on our way. We just started 2 weeks ago, and already the international petition has almost 2,500 signatures. Of course, we need 5 billion, but we'll get there step at a time. So again, Vivian will put a link in the chat for the letter. Finally, this is our Instagram account. If you could scan the code, follow our Instagram account, it will be the hub where we have all the information for you. And eventually we're going to have a website. But for now, it's the Instagram account. So if you could follow so finally, this is a letter which Vivian is also going to place in the chat. The letter, as you see, is to your friends. So just copy and paste it in your email, please. Send it to at least 10 people. Ask them to send it to 10 people. And, we rely on you. You will make a difference. This will make a difference. This is the hope. This is the hope. We're 5 billion people. We're 7 billion people on this planet. The US and the US and Israel are two countries. There are 193 members in the United Nations. So don't lose hope. And I'll leave you with my mantra that I've been repeating since October last year. Keep talking about Palestine, keep posting, keep writing, keep disrupting, and don't stop believing that Palestine and Lebanon will be free. And the people united will never be defeated. Thank you.